Hey, it's ObeliskLPs here recording Avernum 5, which seems to have locked up briefly. But now it's working again. So anyways, when we last left off, we were still in Black Chasm Outpost. God, I want to get out of Black Chasm Outpost. Poison is dangerous and acid is worse. If you're having trouble with poison or acid, use the curing or spell or curing potions. I will bear that in mind. Let's over this way. What the heck? Rivlin. There is a Nephil here, wandering through the outpost. You are surprised to see him here. A small number of Nephilim and Slitheriki have been recruited into the Empire Army to work in the underworld, but they are very rare. Then he turns to you and you see the sun insignia of Avernum on his chest. He must be an Avernite. He makes a little bow. You are the new arrival, the one the agents of Doricus tried to kill. I am Rivlin of Avernum. I am the liaison assigned to watch this outpost. It is odd to see an Avernite wandering inside an Empire outpost. There aren't many Nephilim in the Empire, or tell me more about Avernum. I'm gonna go with the first one. It was one of the requirements, We of Avernum are understandably scared of having the Empire troops on our land. One condition was for us to always see what you are doing. So I am here, and here I will stay. I've talked to that guy enough. He's not going to give me any useful information. I want to go up there. I've already heard all that. What's over here? There's the obelisk. That doesn't make much sense. This is the room with the scratching. Wish I knew what was back there. Ooh, what's this? Cave wood bow. Sheet of papyrus. Candle. I'll take.
What you been playing, douchebag?
I am playing Avernum.
Goodbye.
Come on, Cadno. Avernum's not that bad.
Sucks.
Cadno just doesn't know what's good. He wouldn't know a good game if it bit him in the butt. He'll supposedly teach me new spells, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. We heard all that in the last episode. Okay, what's over here? What's over here? Nothing. God forbid I have any luck. God forbid that I should have any luck with my game and not have it weird out. This is the quartermaster of Black Chasm Outpost, the undisputed lord of supplies going in, coming out, and being given to grunts like you. Normally, the quartermaster is a job very much in demand due to the potential for the petty corruption that keeps the Empire military functioning. This man, however, seems more concerned with building the outpost than engaging in graft. Ah, yes, fresh from the surface, I see. Still some color in your cheeks. I'm Sergeant Damien. You notice that he is very pale. You probably will be too after a few months out of the sun. I keep this outpost supplied. I can't hand much out to you, but I can sell you equipment for a good price, and I can buy things you don't need that we do. I want to trade. All right, I have a good selection of weaponry and armor. I have decent mixed supplies. I can also buy stuff you don't need anymore. I want to see his weaponry and armor. It's not a lot of good stuff. Not a lot of good stuff at all. I'm just gonna leave you alone for now. You don't got anything good. What's in here? Ooh, bucket of water, can't sell. Clayburg, can't sell. Basket, can't sell. Damn it! Why can't I sell any of the good stuff? Yeah, it's just buckets of water again. What's over here? I'll be watching you, he says. I will guide you. Where are my workers? I'd like to know more. What do I need to do? Well, you're mainly going to do odd jobs and watch the outpost while more experienced soldiers hunt for Doricus. I hope you weren't dreaming of a glorious task. That's a long way off for you. Your first mission is diplomatic. You need to go north to New Hurston and find the mayor. You need to request papers of transit for a small band of Empire soldiers. Get them and bring them back to us. Where is New Hurston? Leave this outpost to the north and follow the road. It is hard to miss. Once there, the New Hurston guide will be able to direct you to the mayor. Where is Doricus? Nobody knows. Somewhere in Avernum. The Avernites have promised us once we have agreed upon the soldiers to do the searching, that our agents can go anywhere. The Avernites are nervous about letting Empire soldiers wander at will, but they know enough not to refuse us when we have experienced such an attack. Doricus and his dark side loyalists must be hunted down. I heard all I wanted to hear from you. So I need to go get some transit papers. Ooh, what are these? They're just statues. The corridor you are in widens out dramatically to the north. You are about to enter one of Avernum's famously gigantic caverns. The stone under your feet has been worn smooth by the passing of numerous sledges, wagons, and armed patrols. Lines of smooth stones have been placed marking something that might, if one felt generous, be called a road. Along the road you can see many wagons and piles of raw materials. The Avernites are providing the stone and wood that are making the Empire fort, and you are sure, charging a hefty price for it. Wonder if I can steal any of that. You step out into the huge cavern. You are stunned. The stone roof arches high above you, eventually climbing hundreds of feet above your head. There are enormous stalactites and long, thin strands of glowing green fungus. It is a remarkable sight, both lovely and terrifying. There is something about looking up at this huge dome that makes you feel tiny and insignificant in a way that looking at the sky doesn't. You were prepared for the claustrophobia, but nobody told you of this. It is uncomfortably hot and humid. Everything feels slimy, and the hisses and shrieks of bizarre creatures in the distance make you feel perpetually on edge. It really hits you in a way it didn't before. You are in Avernum. At the top of a long slope to the northeast, you see lights and trails of smoke. That must be New Harston. All you have to do is follow the road. The world of Avernum is huge, and it's easy to get lost. Fortunately, a map of the world is provided to help you find your way around. To see the world map, press the map button in the right. As you explore more of the map, more areas of the world map will be filled in. If only they had a map that showed me where I was in Avernum. Ooh, where am I? Are these baths? There's some pretty neat stuff. From this pit you detect a tangy scent of fresh, rotting garbage. Normally the reek would disgust you. After being subjected to the alien, musty, moldy smell of Avernum for a while, the familiar odor of army trash is strangely reassuring. It's a disgusting stench, sure, but it's the disgusting stench of home. I see cool stuff on the ground. Trash, trash, trash. It's a bunch of trash. Eep. Didn't mean to do that. I don't think I want to go down into there. The lizard. It's a lizard. This lizard's badass. I can't hit it. There we go. Damnable lizard. Limb. Healing potion. Bones. Well, I took everything that was of any value there. The farther I go south, the more I'm beginning to think this was a mistake. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. This was a big mistake. Ooh, I'm liking the fire. Where is there an enemy visible? Those worms. Those damnable worms. Damnable worms. I haven't used much energy up until now, but I'm finally seeing a reason to. Great, my character's gonna die. Well, my character's gonna die unless I do this, so... There. That should keep him alive for a little while longer. Those worms are badass. I better go to Hearthstone and stop exploring. Exploring is gonna be the death of me. I've ran into worms. I've ran into lizards. Now, which way do I go from here? This better be Hearthstone up here. This is the random wall. This is the random wall. From here you get a good look at the farmlands of New Hearthstone. It's your first exposure to Avernite agriculture. It's quite impressive. Large troughs have been excavated into the stone, carrying water from a large natural spring to the northwest all throughout the area. The moisture helps to support the rows of huge mushrooms and the troughs of algae and herbs. However, all is not well. You can see large patches of bare stone and the ugly green splotches left behind when soldiers smashed large bugs. Soldiers patrol the crops, constantly hunting for intruders. On the bright side, there is one place where people won't have time to bother you for being from the Empire. Okay. Not liking it. What's that? Mushrooms. A shovel, no. No point in grabbing the shovel. So this is New Hearthstone. This is New Hearthstone. People, I hate to say it, but I think this is going to be the last of this episode. So it's been a pleasure playing Avernum, and this has been ObeliskLPs. This is ObeliskLPs signing out. All I have left to do now is save my game. Bye, peeps.